Night, it came down to 1 point on Wednesday. The game postponed because of snow. Westboro versus Shepherd Hill, the two teams very similar with records and very close in the power rankings. How did the Rams fare against a team that was close to their competition? On the girls' side of things, they played Westboro as well. Another hard-fought game, another team similar to them in record. Their score not as close, the results, the scores, and more from there. Cross country was in Wachusett over the week, how their runners did in a route there. Auburn Hockey has a night at the DCU Center, how you could go and support our Shepherd Hill players who play for them. And new tonight, just coming out last night, the Rams are announcing a Shepherd Hill dance, how you can get in the dance, how much money it's going to cost, and in the national sports world, the divisional round of the playoffs are underway.
From Shepherd Hill Regional High School, this is Shepherd Hill Sports Zone with Cameron Simpson.
Hello everyone, and thanks for being with us, and thank you for ending your week with us. It's great to do this again. Sorry we missed Monday's episode. Pretty much just forgot about it, but we're going to get right back into it on this Friday evening. Shepherd Hill Sports Zone. We thank you all for being here. We got a lot to cover. We're going to start where we normally do with the boys basketball team because it was a pretty thrilling game if you were able to make it on Wednesday. Game is supposed to be held on Tuesday, but we had a little snow, so that game got bumped back to Wednesday. The Rams were 7th in the MIAA power rankings heading into this game. How did they fare versus Westboro? Well, the game started pretty quickly with the Rams needing 6 points early, and they didn't disappoint. The game started with the Rams putting up 15 points to Westboro's 10. Only 9 points they scored in the second quarter. Westboro put up 17 points. Then in the third, both teams putting up 20 points. Defense, tough one in the third quarter for both sides. But in the fourth, it was a late three that was scored by Simon Bleer from Westboro. That one knocked it in, putting Westboro to victory by just 1 point. That three-pointer was killer for the Rams, with Shepherd Hill putting up 13, Westboro 11, but they only needed those 11 in the fourth quarter, winning by a final of 58-57. Now, this puts Westboro 5-0 in the Midwatch B division. The Rams are now 8-3 and 4-1 in Midwatch. Now, some top scorers, I know this will be a surprise to many of you, but Lucas Miglianico put up 27 more points on his already high season total. He led everyone in scoring. In second was Zach Wenningberg, who had a nice game for himself. And then 8 points were scored by Sean Tyrell, 6 by Luke Poirier. The Rams now are 2 losses on the season. It was a tough game versus Westboro, but they have a chance to bounce back tonight as they will face off against Marlboro, a team who's only 1-6. So on paper, should be a good bounce back game. We'll see if the Rams can pull it off. Then it was Varsity, who also played Westboro over the week, and this one was on the road. The girls will now, after this game, have a record. The Rams are now 5-5 after a loss to Westboro. How did it all shake up? Well, both teams were extremely close in the first quarter. 16 points for Westboro, 15 for Shepherd Hill. But Shepherd Hill fell off in the scoring by the end of the second quarter, only putting 16 and not being able to defend against the 15 points Westboro scored. Shepherd Hill would then bounce back, 19 points in the third, but still let up another 15. They would tie in points in the fourth, 7-7, but it wouldn't be enough. Losing the game 53-47 is the final. Heidi Jaras led the team in points, scoring 14. Jaizy Santiago was in second for the first time this season with 11 points. Shaylee Zella put up 10 points in the loss. Kaylin Sullivan had another 7. She's been having some good games lately. Ashley Dickhot 3 and Gianna Neary with 2 points in the game. They did let Kate Sams score 17 points for Westboro, and Rachel Carpenter put up 16 for the Westboro team. This now again puts the Rams at 5-5 with a game versus Marlboro on Friday as well. All right, that was everything for basketball. Let's head to the cross-country world. Our cross-country teams got set for a big meet this weekend in Wachusett. They would face off against many teams there and try to run well. Dan Linking, this is the video of him warming up. He crushed the 600. Jacob, Nathan, Dakota, Evan, Naya, and Molly all threw well in their events. Jake with a huge rotation of 37 feet 11 inches, which is pretty big there. Aiden and Riley, here's some photos of them jumping, doing their thing there. But on the pure results, Nathan Corrales on the boys' long jump finished 81st. Then it was on the girls' 1,000 meter varsity. Emily Holgren put up a 28th position there. Fiona Duke, 54th. Megan Stevens, 63rd. And then Trinity Robbins put up a 2-minute and 8-second girls 600 meter in varsity. Riley Page put a 2-minute 14-second in the boys 800 meter. Tony Graves, a 52-second 400 meter for the boys. Owen Conduct, a 54-second. Ronan Shaw had a 38.97, placing himself 85th in the event that he ran. In the girls 300 meter, Juliana Lancette, 46.52, finished 93rd. And then we keep rolling. Joshua Harris, 102nd with a 24.84. That's how close those margins are in that event as well. And those, for the most part, were our events. In the girls 55 meter, it was Charlie Easton who put up an 8.19, and Abigail Canole with an 8.61 in their event. They finished pretty close. So that was that. All right. On Saturday, January 27th, the Auburn hockey team will take on the Wachusett Mountaineers at the DCUS Center. There's a few Shepherd Hill students who play on both JV and varsity. The JV game's at 1 o'clock. The varsity is at 2:30. They're going to be playing a tough Wachusett team. The varsity team has been doing very well. You also stay after the games to see the hometown team of the Worcester Railers square off against the Norfolk Admirals. Puck drops at 7:05 p.m. on that game. So in order to get in to the Auburn game, to see the Auburn players, some of our Shepherd Hill students, there's a QR code right here. You got to buy a Railers ticket. You can see the Auburn games and stay a little bit and watch the Railers hockey game. We'll put it up on your screen right now. That is the link, how to get involved, get the tickets, come support our Shepherd Hill players who are playing in that game. In other news with Shepherd Hill, this is some big news. The Shepherd Hill Winter Ball Committee presents Neon Night 2024. Tickets for the 2024 Winter Ball, which is titled Neon Night, will go on sale Monday the 22nd at all 4 lunches and online. We'll drop a link in these videos. It's $25 for one ticket and $45 for a pair of tickets. The dance itself is Friday, February 9th at 7 to 10 p.m. This dance will be at Shepherd Hill, and it is a Shepherd Hill athletics event that is run by a committee of some of our athletes. They are hoping that you guys can attend, so make sure to get those tickets. The dance is February 9th. And in the national sports, the divisional playoffs will begin in the NFL. Teams from around the league are going to be watching this, but these are the matchups. We have the Texans and the Ravens, as well as the Buccaneers and the Lions. Packers will face off against the 49ers. And the final game, the Chiefs and the Bills. So we'll have all of that to watch this weekend. Thank you all for being with us on this Friday night. We're back at it on Monday. Until then, enjoy your weekend. We'll see you Monday. Good night.
Thanks for watching Shepherd Hill Sports Zone, the only place for Rams sports news.